Didn't even say, ho! Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean Spit, little show about big things. It is Tuesday, January 27th, and I'm here in the Elk Grove studios. Carol Brandolino on the south side of Chicago, and look who's here from her
I'm
office.
trying to get
Laura
out.
Ocean.
She's stuck.
I'm trying to get out.
Look
Holy
at you
cow.
guys. I tell you. You could say you were like from Miami or something, and we would have said, "Oh, really? Wow."
We are.
Anyway, guys,
I wish.
we got a great show lined up. Maybe I hope Laura stays on for a little bit. Hey, all right, let's get to some stuff here, folks. Number one, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the men and women in the military, our veterans, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you. Take the time and watch Ocean Spit Monday through Friday at noon. Going on our 6th year. We're trying to work on a big party in March
March
to celebrate
what?
another
What's the date?
year.
While Carol and I are here,
coming
we're
up with a date.
curious.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't got a date yet. We haven't got a date yet, but we're working. I will call Donnie Morrison and get back in Village again. But in the meantime, we got a lot to talk about, a lot of good stuff. It's showtime with Let's Go. Woo! Let's see what happens. Showtime. See what I mean? Fetchy from 7th Heaven. Hey, well, Laura was there. She disappeared. Carol, are you still there?
I'm here. Yeah. Can you see me?
Okay, good, guys. How are you? I can see you. Everything is cool.
Oh,
It's
good.
one of those days. It's a lot of fun. A lot to talk about. But before we do that, it's called business. Business with our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Support local business with our good friends from Ace Hardware. That's right, folks. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Hey, red hot buy sales, folks. It's time to get your seed started. 8-quart Miracle Grow seed starter mix and or indoor paint mix. Plant mix is only 2 for $12. Select 16-quart bags, now 2 for $18. Stock up and save. Buy 3 and get 1 free of Ace Basic Pleated Air Filters. And did you know that not all LED bulbs are harsh, cool white? They also come in bright white, warm white. Get a 10-pack of Fight LED light bulbs, only $9.99. That's less than $1 per bulb. A lot of great stuff going on with Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right. Got to spread it. Carol, how you doing over there on the south side?
I'm doing good. Welcome back, by the way, from your trip. Glad you guys had a nice time.
And it was a great time. And we'll talk about that. But the big news, folks, that's right. Me and Laura became grandparents for the second time yesterday, introducing to the world Dominic Vincent Carrara. That's right. He was born yesterday on the 26th of January, 2:30 in the afternoon. He's 8 pounds, 4 ounces, and 20 inches. This baby boy. Oh, my baby boy. There it is.
I wanted to be on.
Congratulations.
We couldn't be more ecstatic.
It was great. Now, unfortunately, because I had a little bit of a cold, I couldn't see the baby. So I will see him when he comes home.
Not only a cold, you just got off a freaking cruise ship. And an airplane.
Yeah.
And an airplane. I know. But you know what? When you travel, that does happen. It happens all the time. You know what I mean?
Right, but that's why you got to quarantine for a little bit.
Yeah, wait for it to be safe. And I'll wait till Tony and Ange come home with little Dominic. Very, very cool. And we're excited, man. It's going to be so cool. And he looks I was looking at the picture today. He's got Ange's face. He's got Tony's nose. It's so cute, man. It's so cute. And the family's
Well,
happy. It's very good.
How are
We're
the
very-
parents doing? How's mom doing? Like, how was the everything went well and smoothly?
She ended up with a C-section. So but she did fabulous. She was very nauseous and sick afterwards. So she didn't get to do much. She slept the whole time we were around her. Okay. So we let her sleep and we helped take care of little Dominic. So we were thrilled. Tony got to feed him right away. She couldn't even keep her eyes open. She was not doing too good, unfortunately. Today they have her up and walking. She's been feeding him now and everything's going wonderful. So she had a rough one yesterday. I think the anesthesia got to her, but all's well in the Carrara
very
home.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. I'm signing off.
Nice.
You do your show.
Okay. All right, honey. Well, just to say before you go, it's actually one of the only Carrara boys left in Italy. All the girls, there's no Carraras. So Tony was kind enough, to take my last name, and so this will be a Carrara growing. Even in Italy, there's no Carrara boys, at least in my family, but there is now. So it's going to be very, very cool. It's a big honor. It's a blessed honor. It's very, very cool. Now, right now, usually, I'll tell you a couple of things that we're having. You know, we got people watching, and usually the chat thing where you hit the chat, you'll be able to see people who's watching or commenting. And right now, there's the thing does now. I can't see who's watching today. So you did sometimes.
All right, well, give me a second.
I guess I know it's live.
I could be helping.
All right, honey, got it. Thank you, Laura.
I'm doing some stuff here.
All right, real fast, guys. It's National Girls Talk. I got it. All right. Well, thank you, Laura. Anybody? Okay, so I still can't get the chat, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, a couple things. Let's get this going real fast. National Spouse Day. Just make sure we get that out of the way. National Spouse Day for all you spouses out there. Also, was an anniversary of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna died in a helicopter crash. If I'm correct, that's the anniversary of that. The Bulls did something at the game. Also, 1967, January 26th into 27, 1967, Carol. It was the blizzard in Chicago. 23 inches of snow was the biggest snowfall ever in Chicago 59 years ago. Do you imagine 27 inches of snow, Carol?
No, I remember them talking about it. My parents, people were stuck in their houses because the snow was so they couldn't open doors. They could not open their doors to get out of the house.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's unbelievable. And also 40 years ago, 1985, the Chicago Bears beat the New England Patriots in Super Bowl, whatever it was, 46-10. The Bears and the Packers, and they haven't done, Bears and the Patriots, and they haven't done anything yet on that end. Okay, so also International Holocaust Remembrance Day on the 27th for our Jewish friends. Of course, the horrific, I can't imagine what those people had to go through. And so to my Jewish friends, everybody out there. Also, speaking of that, Carol, you heard about Diane West making the comments, the anti-Semitic comments. He blames it on bipolar disorder. I don't know if I can take all that. What's your thoughts on that?
This happened again? Like, are you talking about Kanye West?
Yeah.
So
Kanye West, when he made his comment.
Yeah. I thought was a long time ago. Did he do it again? Or is this like from a long time ago? Because I remembered he had said some pretty dumb shit a long time ago. And he did.
It came up. It was all over social media. Okay,
so he's just using the bipolar.
It was all over. It was all over social media. Yeah, it was all over social media. So maybe he's explaining why he said what he said. But the excuse that he used was bipolar disorder. Also, remember that one time when Mel Gibson went off and he was drunk and he made the same kind of comment about that on the booze, being drunk or whatever that is. I don't know, Carol. All I know is 2 times you don't lie. 2 things that don't lie: kids and when you're drinking.
Yeah,
the truth comes out.
Yeah, you're right. You just can't control yourself when you're. drinking, and your inhibitions, you just don't care, and you may feel that way, but normally if you're not drunk, not to say certain things because you know better. But when you're drunk, that goes out the window. So yeah.
So I can understand if some people use for being drunk and stuff like that, but do you buy the bipolar thing? Is that possible too?
I mean, I know people that are bipolar that maybe they get mean, they might yell, they might say things they normally wouldn't say, but I do think they can't control it. That I do believe. I know a young man, he's like 17 years old, one of Gianni's friends, he definitely is on medication. And there were some times where he like talked back to me so rudely. I was like, whoa. And the kid's not like that. So I know it is, they just can't control it. And then afterwards he would recognize it and he would apologize it. So it's a tough thing with the mental illness, it really is.
Compared to, and then also if you're bipolar like that and you're taking any other medication or any other stuff you might be doing, or if you're mixing that with alcohol as well.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be. Listen, my mouth has got me in trouble in the past. So, and I'm not bipolar. It was alcohol. So I know. I'm just letting you know it was me being an asshole. So that I know it can happen. April 19th, 2026, baseball, a couple months away before everybody's so excited about that. Also, Yvonne Lime has passed away at the age of 90. She was a co-star of Elvis Presley in the movie Loving You, one of his very first films. Also, John Brody died from former quarterback of the NFL, San Francisco 49ers, also dies at the age of 90. Carol, what about the story we hear about the ABC, the Metro train killed that man in Bartlett? You hear about that? Now, he was working for the Village, and he was in one of their trucks plowing the snow. Do you imagine that? Oh, my God. I can't even imagine that.
No, what a horrible tragedy, an accident. Oh, my God.
And it didn't say that. I tried to look up his name. They didn't put the name out in the Google when I tried to Google the story. No name was up, but he was 64 years old, but it did not say a name. But our prayers go out to the gentleman and his family. Horrible. And guys, just to let you know, I still cannot see anybody's comments today. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but it's just not.
I'm not seeing them either.
Today. Yeah,
I'm not seeing them either. And I normally can. I don't know why. Okay. Why?
All right. So, guys, just bear with us with your comments and stuff. I'm sorry. Also, the actor Quentin Aaron from the movie The Blind Side is hospitalized. I didn't find out exactly what's wrong with him, but now that was early in the day. Then later on in the evening said he's recovering. So our prayers go out to the Aaron family on that end. Super Bowl tickets. What are you doing for Super Bowl, Carol? Do you guys ever do something with the family? Do you go to a bar? Do you host something at the house? Or are you into that Super Bowl stuff?
No, I'm more into the party than the Super Bowl. So if any of my friends ever have a party or a family member, and they invite us, I'd go just to enjoy being around my people. I enjoy being around and eating, but I don't even have any specific plans this year yet. Do you?
I think I'm going to go by my buddy Dave Antonelli's house. I think I'm not sure. I think that's what's going to happen. We usually do it every year. We try to change it, but it's going to be, again, the Seattle Seahawks against New England Patriots at Levi's Stadium. Normal ticket, Carol, regular ticket, $7,000. And it could go up to $266,000. Tickets to the Super Bowl. If I had the money, I wouldn't go.
For a football game, it's at the end of the day, it just is another football game, a professional football game. That's it. Unless then they have the halftime, right? I guess a show, which now people are not even wanting to see that with everything going on with this halftime.
Yeah, I can't remember the last halftime show I seen. It's all garbage. Now this one, they have Green Day, who's not American. They're always against America. And it's look at this guy now. This Bad Bunny said he's going to wear a dress to support the LBQO with us. And I don't care what anybody does, but not at the Super Bowl. You do it at your own shows. You want to do your own shows. You want to do whatever. Do it at your own shows.
Right.
there's going to be kids watching too on this family affair. Am I right? What's your thoughts on that?
Look, if he's doing it, I feel like they're just doing it as a spectacle and publicity. And it's the Super Bowl. And I think it's all about money. I really do. I can't even, this guy is purposely, I know he does this anyway. Yeah, he is staying true, I guess, to what he is. Like maybe at his own
Yes.
shows, he does this shit. If he does this at his own shows, fine. But I mean, if you're doing it for a Super Bowl, I mean, just go perform. Be, if you're talented, go out there and show your talent. I don't know why you have to wear a dress at the Super Bowl, because now I think it's just to prove a point. I think now it's not for talent, it's not for the show, it's to create more drama. And I think anybody that's purposely creating more drama,
Yeah.
stay away. Like we don't need
Uh,
any more.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that's exactly what it is. Try to make a statement.
Yeah.
I got it. Look, what I do, I got in trouble with the Trump train. I got it. But that's a little bit different than, well, maybe it's not big different, but this is actually the Super Bowl with families and kids watching. Do it at your own shows, I guess. That's my opinion on that. If you're in the Barrington area, or DJ Bistros is finally closing its doors after 37 years. Lake Zurich area was a restaurant. I think I've only been there once, closing its doors. And guys, also be careful shoveling snow out there. If men out there, women out there, people are due a certain age, be careful out there. One police officer dropped dead shoveling snow. Your heart, make sure, man. If you got to, make sure you get a plow. If you don't have their snow blower, whatever, get somebody to help you. We hire a guy to come in, and he does it right away. Anything over 3 inches, he does it. But be very careful out there with this cold out there. Carol, Johnny Depp, I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love him as an actor. I guess he got in some trouble with remember he was in court and doing all the thing with his ex-wife, whatever it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But he made a comment, which, man, makes this quote makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
People don't cry because they're weak. People cry because they've been strong too long.
Yep. Yes, that's 100% true. 100%. I can tell you that right now because I think everyone knows that. I've been crying. I never cried. I was not a big crier. Like I was always, and that's why, because I was always staying strong. For 30 years of my life, 35 years, I was strong for everybody else. And now the last year, like I said, I've had these meltdowns of just starting to just cry because it does have to come out sooner or later. You have to breathe. You have to let that real emotion out because it gets pent up,
And I think when you keep that emotion in sometimes and all those things, that's not good for you. That's not good for you. Hey, look, when I cry, I'm a sap. I'm a sap at certain things. But I do believe sometimes if you don't let it out, or even if you have something on your mind, right? And a lot of people will let it go, will let it go, let it go. But the problem is eventually all this stuff all builds up. And then when you finally explode, hey, remember back in 1999 when you took $1 and never paid me back? I mean, right?
Right. Well, like they say, certain women, will bring something up from 35 years ago or 20 years ago for an argument. I am totally that person. I'm not going to lie. Because the stuff that really pisses you off stays at the forefront of your mind. It's always there. This is funny. So Jeff Hunt sent me a screenshot. He can see the people chat on our chat.
Okay.
But so I could just tell you who's watching, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, just
right.
saying hello. Boyd's on, just saying hi, Ryan.
Boy, how you guys doing? Good.
Susan.
Let me rephrase that about Green Day. Yes, they're American band, but they're again. Sometimes I also believe if you're against, look, whether you like our president or not, when you rip the president. When you rip that, it's almost ripping our country, no matter what side it is. And no matter what side it is. Green Day is not, obviously, he's not a Trumper and they don't believe that, whatever. I got it. I understand. We do that. Everybody's doing that every day. When you're bashing the old president, you're bashing the new president, you're bashing whatever, it's still bashing our country.
Right.
Am I crazy for saying that? Am I nuts for saying that?
No, I think you can dislike somebody, but if you don't want the president to succeed, then what's the point? Because that's how
Yes.
it's going to benefit us. We need the people, like, I don't even know how to make a comparison. Okay, let's say this. I'm going through a divorce right now. Okay, this is just very candid, very normal, I think, thinking. And I'm proud of myself for being able to do this. And I think most people should do this. We talk about it. I want to see him, my, ex-husband, when it's finally said and done, I want to see him do well. I want to see him succeed. I want him to be better. Like, we both had things we needed to get better at, right? But if you're in a place with two people and it just isn't working, then it's going to make each other worse, right? So the better he is, whether I like him or not, or wherever our issues are, right? He's going to do better for my kids. It's going to do better for me because I'm not going to be stressed out, pissed off, which then in turn is going to make me a better mom because I'm not pissed off and stressed out all the time. You got to look at the big picture. It's not selfless on my part that I just want him to do so well. I want him to do well because he represents the father of my children. He represents a much bigger part in my life than just what our marriage is or was. So that's how people have to think of the president. He represents this entire country, and we need him to do well by us all, whether you like him or not. So you got to support something.
Correct. And that's what I'm trying to say. If he's trying to make it, but it's a losing battle. It's a losing battle, just like I said. Here's one thing that shocked the shit out of me. Nancy Pelosi rips her own Democratic Party because the Democratic Party voted to hold the Clintons in contempt. She even ripped it. Why are you holding him in contempt? Come on.
Because
if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to hide, come out. Talk to get in front of Congress, get in front of and talk.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you got nothing to hide, come on, let's go. I invite myself to go to places. If I find out people are talking shit about me or somebody's spreading a rumor, this has happened before. I said, okay, let's all get together and let's talk. Ask me whatever you want to ask me because I got nothing to hide. When you have nothing to hide,
if you got a problem with somebody, you're right. Pick up the phone and call the person.
Yep.
The best way to do it. And not on social media, not rip somebody on social media when you have a problem. And I do this with my friends sometimes. All right, what did I do? What did I do?
Me too.
I'll call. I know, you know what I mean? What did I do? If I said something to upset you, right. It's crazy to me. And but here you go. I don't know. I don't know if anything's going to happen with that whole situation, Carol. I think it's just it's going to try to be under the rug, and it is what it is. Just my opinion. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Let's thank our good friends from Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local. Danny Mazzi, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Also, guys, shows coming up this week. Our first show back is at tomorrow night, Rosario's in Roselle, 7:30 with Double T, Tony Toto. Thursday, Positano's in Oak Brook with Double T, Tony Toto, and Lisa P. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Daryl Armenstadt. And Saturday, Southside, Plainfield, Illinois, will be at Big Sammy's in Plainfield. We're excited about that. That should be a lot of fun. Also, Friday night, Friday on the show, my good buddy Nick Sahajas and Phyllis live from Los Angeles from the Grammy Awards. That's right. Live. Nick is a voting member, so he's going to be in the hall there. He's going to show us a little about the behind scenes of the Grammys and see what's going on. Could be. I haven't watched the Grammys in a while, but it's a pretty big honor. Congratulations to Nick and Phyllis. So Friday, Nick will be on the show here. Another thing which is interesting here, Carol, a woman arrested for trying to recruit people on social media to help assassinate President Donald Trump. The lady's name is Morgan Morrow, and she got one count of trying to do this. Now she's a librarian from West Virginia.
Holy shit.
Now, wow.
Wow.
Like put a wanted sign up. I mean, you're just asking for what's wrong with these people to have somebody want to be assassinated? As much as you hate somebody for political whatever the shit, I can't believe this. Look her up. Her name is Morgan Morrow from West Virginia. She's a librarian.
Everything that's going on in Minneapolis, all this, just everything, every day. And this stuff is being put on our social media constantly, people getting shot and killed. Here's the thing. I want to just ask the hardcore women that I see posting things. Some of them are acquaintances of mine. I would have said, kind of friends in the past, but haven't seen them in many, many years. Here's a question I would just say. Would you, if your child came to you, a grown child, maybe 19, 20 years old, said, Mom, I'm on my way. I'm going to go and protest there. Okay. They're an adult now, 19, 20 years old. Would you encourage them to go right now with how things are? I guarantee every single mother would say no. You know why? Because you shouldn't be there. You're going to get hurt. There's a possibility of getting killed because other people that are agitators there, because you want people to be common sense thinking, and they're not. It might not be the people that are going there. It's the people around them that are doing the major agitating. And then these people that go there maybe they just want to have their voices heard or, fight for a cause they believe in. They end up getting killed. But this guy that went there he was a concealed carry and all that. What was your thought process going there? Your thought process had to be, why would I, to protect myself in case? So you already know you're walking into a very dangerous situation. People have already gotten killed.
Yes.
So you're still going to go there with a concealed carry, which again, when you have your concealed carry, you have a lot more responsibility on you. There's rules. That's why you have to take this class.
But there's also, Carol, there's also that underlying thing. Look, you're going to protest. You believe in what you believe. I have no problem with anybody want to protest, a peaceful protest. But when you're going with a gun, it's the one thing. But then about the underlying situation here, folks, when they're paid, some of these people, these protesters, are paid to cause drama. Mm-hmm. And when you're paid to cause drama against our country, that is called treason. Mm-hmm. Case closed. No matter how small, it doesn't have to be espionage with, like with spies with Russia, like back in James Bond and all that crap. Talking about everyday mom and dads, kids, they're getting this stuff in their heads and they're going out to protest. And I don't care about protesting peacefully. But when you're going somewhere with a gun, I'm sorry, nothing good can come out of that. It's almost like, remember when your mom used to say, Carol, come in after 12 o'clock because nothing good happens after 12 o'clock.
Yep. I totally agree. But people are still standing in front of these big tankers, the National Guard. Did you see the people standing in front of tankers, big tanks? What are you doing? Honestly, anybody that thinks that's okay, because they're arresting and going after 90% of the people they're going after are criminals. Okay. They're not, if you don't know the story about why they're dragging people out of their homes, there's a reason for it. They've already researched it. There's a red flag somewhere. They have already investigated. They're not just going into some innocent guy's home who's been working for 20 years at a restaurant. That's not what's happening right now. Has it happened here and there? Maybe. Do I feel terrible? Yes. Because the people that work hard here, that take care of their families, that don't bother anybody and are law-abiding citizens, whether they're legal or not, and have been here 20 years, living their life, in a good way as a good citizen, then you know what? Leave them alone. But that's not the people they're dragging out of their homes right now. So
no, and unfortunately, you're absolutely right, Carol. Unfortunately, some innocent people are getting through all this. Absolutely. Unfortunately. They have to come up maybe with a better way of doing this, but
Yes.
they're there for their, and we have to remember, and then we'll get off this topic.
Yeah.
These guys, these people that came into our country the way they came in were brought in here purposely.
Yeah.
ICE just didn't show up just to go out and show up. So let's go backtrack and see where it all started.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
let's just hope that people can be safe. If you're going to protest peacefully, because we are still in the greatest country in the world and we're still allowed to do that, but we need to think, be smart.
Yeah.
But if you're getting paid to cause chaos, that's your job, the way they look at it. Remember when someone says, "Aren't you working?" That lady in the car said, "I am.
Yeah.
I am working."
Of course she is. Yeah.
Yes.
For lots of money too. Yep.
Absolutely. You're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things, folks. It's time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute. It's the weather, folks. That's right. Hope the screen comes up here. For the weather here, brought to you by Ace Hardware. Our weather for today, and today is Tuesday, January 27th. It's 12 degrees, feels like -4, ladies and gentlemen. 47% humidity, 16-mile-an-hour winds. It's cold. Bundle up. Be careful out there, whatever you have to do. And that's brought to you by our JRC Ace Hardware Minute, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Carol, here's something that a guy posted on Facebook. I will not mention his name. And here's something about dating.
Oh, okay.
Here's his quote. I won't read the whole thing, but women bring nothing to the table nowadays and still expect to be treated like a princess. They expect a man to provide everything: money, security, leadership, effort, while they offer nothing but looks and an attitude in return. If you believe you deserve the world, then bring the qualities that inspire a man to want to give it to you: loyalty, respect, honestly, trust, support, real feminine value, not ego and entitlement. A great man is not impressed by beauty alone. He can easily find beauty anywhere, but we can't find easily a woman who brings peace, not problems, builds with him, not drains him, loves him. This just goes on and on.
Shit.
Obviously, it's a guy's a little hurt, a little pissed.
Yep.
Dating in general is difficult, especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So is this a cry for help?
I think, okay, if I was friends with this guy and he was telling me all this, I'd love to see which girl screwed him over. And I guarantee within 2 minutes, I could tell him that you went for her for all the wrong reasons. And if you're going for somebody for the wrong reasons, you're going to get screwed. Because if you're going just for looks in the beginning or just for this in the beginning, I mean, there are women out there who are just gold diggers. They want anything they can get out of a relationship, and they do use men. There are some, but come on, as a grown man, you got to be able to see those red flags. I mean, they're there. They're there for men and women. We see them right away. So you got to be careful.
It makes sense. It's got to be difficult. I know a lot of great guys out there, know a lot of great ladies out there that are looking for companionship and fun. But like I said, Eddie Murphy said it, the first 6 months you meet the representative.
Yeah.
It's so hard these days. And a lot of them you can't even talk. It's mostly on text.
Right. Well, get to know somebody a little bit. If people move way too quickly, get to become friends with them first. Like, meaning hang out, go do things where you're actually going to talk and be around. What's important too, be around your friends a little bit, because if you don't know and it depends how big of a friend group or how close of a friend group you have, because, if you're very tight with your friends and you're with them all the time and you're close, they're going to have to fit into that friend group. And you're going to also have to see, do they interact with your friends? Are they okay with that? Or do they become jealous? You got to hang out, put them in all the environments that you normally do, you're in a lot, to see if it works. Because if you start really liking this person and you're together and then you wait 3 months to let them meet your friends, what if they can't stand your friends? What if your friends don't like them? What if it's just they get mad if you're talking to your friends? You got to find that out much sooner, I think, than later.
Also, you got to tell them the truth when you're dating somebody. in the beginning. I really believe, hey, I like my 6 or 7 drinks a day. I like to smoke 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes a day. Hey, I like to go golfing 4 days a week. My weekends are with my kids. I like to do this. I like to. Don't let them find. You got to let them know now, because if they're still with you after that, well, then they know they like you.
Right. Like no surprises, because summer comes and the guy's gone, or spring, like you said, 4 days a week golfing with his buddies, and he's not going to change that. That's okay.
No.
But will I know that I'm okay with it because maybe I want to have my free time to do stuff with my friends? Okay, that will be perfect in a certain relationship. But for some people that want you to spend all your time with them, free time with them, it's not going to work. If you got to let them know up front, like you said, all of it.
I agree. This is something interesting. I know what you think about this. Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know who he is.
Oh, soccer player. He's a famous soccer player.
You know who he is?
Yeah, he's a famous soccer player.
Okay. So thank you for that. Has reportedly launched a new private members club designed around one strict rule: no phones, no filming, no social media. The concept is built on absolute privacy, offering members a rare escape from constant cameras and online exposure. Known as the Vega Private Members Club, to space functions. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If the red flags aren't going right now on your end too, Carol.
Okay.
No phones? Okay, no social media. All right, no social media. That means nobody knows where you're at. No phones. Nobody can take pictures of what's going on or filming what's going on. Is that crazy?
I'm 50-50 on this. I'll tell you why.
All right. Okay.
I don't blame them, because the real famous people, famous musicians, athletes, they gave up that privacy when you become famous, right? You give it up out in public.
Yes.
So here's the thing. Yeah, I don't blame them, because you can't even be yourself. Because one little thing anymore, it's not about, God forbid, doing shit like Epstein. That's something else. But you can't even be yourself. And what if you're drinking and you say something stupid? You're screwed, because somebody's going to get paid to give out that information. So I don't blame them in that aspect. Like, I want to be able to just enjoy myself, have fun, not have to worry about cameras.
Okay, Carol. Okay. Celebrity, I understand.
Yeah.
A regular nightclub in the city of suburbs of Chicago where we all can go to.
Okay.
9 to 5. We work 9 to 5. We work whatever we do. We hang out. What about that? Honey, where are you at right now? We're in a private club. Can't call you. Can't talk to you. No, there's no pictures. I'll see you when I get home. How long you think that's going to last?
That's shady. For sure. It's got shadiness all over it, I think. Probably have to pay a lot of money to get into that, though.
Yes. How long? Hi, honey. How long is that going to last? It ain't going to last.
No.
This is from Hillbilly Jim from North Dakota. Democrats can't identify a woman, a criminal, a peaceful protest, dementia, or which bathroom use, but they sure can identify a fishing boat when they see one. Okay, thank you, Hillbilly, whatever. You guys got some good stuff here. Boy. A woman is arrested for receiving pensions from 8 different men from the same child for 12 years. Have you read this story?
For the same, wow.
Okay, here you go, guys. A woman in South Africa has been arrested after authorities uncovered a long-running scheme in which she convinced 8 different men that they were the father of the same child. For 12 years, she collected monthly child support from them all, using forged documents to keep the deception going while building a comfortable life funded by payments. Police have now launched a full investigation, DNA testing, et cetera, et cetera. Wow. Is this woman a genius? She's a genius, number one. Wow. She had to go 8. She's a few things. 8. You couldn't just be simple, maybe just do it for 3. No, 8.
Oh, She got that money, honey.
It's like, what the hell is wrong with you people?
Oh my God.
Rodney Mathis sent this in. Bill Clinton, 12.5 million deportations, no protest, no riots. George Bush Sr., 103 million deportations, no protest, no riots. Obama, 55.2 million deportations, no protest, no riots.
Wow.
Donald Trump, 1.5 million deportations, 350 protests, riots, etc. That's what I'm trying to say. Why is it okay for one but not the other? Just because the hatred for one man. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah, it does. It's very frustrating. It's very, people have just become so just hypocritical, and they just want to fight. They just want to be right, or whatever it is they're trying to be. And they're very entitled to their opinions, thinking that their opinion is more than what it is. It's an opinion. We all know opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. It's like, okay, we all have our own opinion. It doesn't mean that ours is the right one, you know?
Correct. And everybody has one. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
But it's just weird. I mean, especially when it's out in print like that, when it's proven. It's not like someone just making it up, or I'm talking out of my ass.
That's a fact. People are hypocrites.
Okay. Man sues Las Vegas casino after waking up handcuffed and with a $75,000 gambling debt he claims he doesn't recall incurring.
Well,
this Las Vegas, stay away from Las Vegas, folks. I'm sorry. I mean, it's nuts. I don't remember spending it. I wake up handcuffed.
I thought it was going to be handcuffed to a chair or something.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, a buddy of mine, I won't mention his name, obviously. He went with a bunch of his buddies.
Yeah.
Got a lady of the night at a hotel. He woke up completely, all his clothes gone, phone gone, all his cash gone, left on the bed by himself.
Oh, man.
Well, the moral of the story is this guy can't even put clothes on to run outside to see what happened. And who is he going to call? He's got no phone. How do you explain it? You can't.
He's going to be like, we was robbed. I was robbed.
Yeah, we was robbed.
We was robbed.
We was robbed, dummy. That's right, Lamont. We were robbed. Yeah, so a little crazy. Anything on your end there, Carol, on the south side of Chicago? Anything good happening on your end?
Yeah.
How's job hunting? How's job hunting doing?
It's coming along. You know, I have to get my dad on the show. I've actually talked to my dad more the last few months than I have in a very long time, like for long periods of time. We do FaceTime on Messenger. Okay. Because he lives in Greece. And, you know, I haven't seen him 5-6 years now, but he's been out there for almost 20 years now. But we talk and he says, what about the guy you're on the radio with? Can he get you a job anywhere? I'm like,
you gotta love the dad. You gotta love it.
So funny. But I said, yeah, you know, I've met a lot of people through the show, and we're good friends and everything. But I said, you know, he wants you to come on one day. He wants to, he goes, I go, but you got to go somewhere that has good internet, that has a computer with an email address, so you can click the link. So you got to go to one of your friends' houses one day. And I think he's going to do it. But he did. He has a good friend out here in Chicago that he's well-to-do, but well-connected. And he's a businessman in Chicago for many, many years, restaurants. So he goes, can I please give him your number so he could call you? I think he'll help you. So he did. He called me. We talked for a while. I told him kind of what my background is. And he's like, what kind of money you want to make? I was like, a lot of it. I don't know what to tell. If you're going to ask me a number, I'm going to give you a number. But, you know, he started throwing out all these very political names in Chicago, but of course they're all the Greek connection names, right? So there's Maria Pappases and the Alexis Januliuses. And I said, all right, who do I send my resume to? So he had me send my resume to his son, I guess his son's friend or cousin his nephew works at NBC5. So I don't know. I sent it. You know what I keep telling everybody? I'm going to just keep throwing shit at the wall and something's got to stick because there's just so many types of jobs out there, and I don't even know where to start some days.
And I can't stand with people. Yeah, there is jobs. There's tons of jobs. And like I said, the one that you don't send in, you might have. You got the personality. You've got the experience. You've been around with the radio. You've done it. I mean, it could be a perfect fit. Or even ever maybe something even in Greek radio or Greek something. Because you speak it too, right? You never know. I mean,
I do, but not like you speak Italian. So you speak very fluently Italian. I speak Greek, but if I was speaking Greek to people that only spoke Greek on the radio, they would be like, who is this Paglio Americanida? That's what they would call me. And they'd be like, get her up. But I don't need to do broadcasting like for somebody else. I do though think I need to. I think I learned this in my last job as much as I did love it. And I did have freedom to go do meetings and be out and about. I cannot sit for 7 hours anywhere. I cannot sit behind a computer all day. I will die. I have to be able to interact with people. And that's where I'll be most beneficial to anybody's company or business is networking, promoting, talking to people, organizing. So I need to do that. I cannot just sit behind a computer all day. I can't do it.
A lot of people can't. You're absolutely. It's not easy. You said that's a hard job sitting in office for 7 hours plus the job itself. Right. I'm never smoking weed with my Mexican friends again. I just asked who got the papers, and they all took off running. Okay. All right. Here's something called Did You Know? Well, this is some old history about United States presidents. Abraham Lincoln is the only U.S. president who ever hold a patent. Theodore Roosevelt was shot mid-speech and finished speaking anyway. I did not know that. Grover Cleveland secretly had cancer surgery before performing on a yacht. Andrew Jackson paid off an entire U.S. national debt. Thomas Jefferson sold his own book collection to build a library. And et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's interesting when you find history stories on stuff like that. And some of the stuff that you never, like some of these guys were all Freemasons. And if you look into that whole Freemason stuff, the devil and all this crazy shit, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I had a conversation with a friend of mine on the cruise ship and some stuff that was like, wow, connected together. Did you know that in 1950s, phones didn't have buttons. They just had rotary dials, obviously.
Right.
In the 50s and the 60s, kids drank from garden hoses, and no one thought twice. Remember going to the park and drinking out of the park water fountain.
Yeah, the water fountains. Yeah. I mean, so here's a story for you. This is kind of crazy. I was it was a couple weeks ago. Gina and I went out to, I don't know, we were just to Gigi's. We were at Capri, right? Gigi's for the music and DJ, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was standing at the other side of the dance floor. My knee was jacked up, so I couldn't dance like I normally would. I was just kind of just moving around. And this guy kept staring at me, and he looked familiar to me, gray hair. And I'm like, this cannot be who I think it is because it's somebody I wouldn't have seen in over 35 years. Okay. But I saw him on Facebook, a guy I grew up with on the same block. We grew up on the same block. Okay. And I saw him post something like, this is my new place. He's in downtown Chicago in a high rise. He's obviously very well-to-do now and doing well, but he's getting divorced. So I didn't even tell my brother this yet. He's going to crap his pants when I tell him. So when I was 12, this kid was 15 and we all grew up in the same neighborhood. We were in the alley. My brother and his friends were all playing basketball. And this kid was talking shit and he hit me, like not hard, but he kind of like, I remember him smacking me. That's what I remember. And my brothers and his friends were all like, 6 years older than me. So they were much older and they freaked out. They're like, dude, I'm not even going to say his name. He just like pushed her or hit her or something like that. And they were about to like go at this kid. Now, like I said, I was 12. He was 15. I was big for 12. He was little for 15. So my brother, I'll never forget. I saw him and he looked at his friends and he stopped and he goes, no, just wait. just watch. He said, and I kicked the shit out of this guy bad.
Oh, so you kicked the shit out of him.
Well, after he hit me like he did something stupid. He called me a bitch or something, hit me. And he goes, Carol, John tells this story all the time, my brother. He's like, you pulled his jacket right over his head. You got him to the ground and you kicked him right in you stepped on his junk. You hit him. You beat the ever living shit out of this guy. He goes, and all the guys that I was saying to my friends go, I told you. Anyway, this was this guy.
Oh my God.
We were, he lived 4 houses down and we were all friends, but shortly thereafter, I moved, we moved. So I hadn't seen him in many, many years. And, I see him on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook. We obviously don't talk about anything like that. Maybe he doesn't even remember it. But anyway, he came up to me.
Let me tell you, Carol, listen, let me tell you something. A man getting beat up by a woman, believe me, he fucking remembers that.
Okay, well.
He remembers that. He'll never admit it, but he remembers it.
No, because he would walk by my house and goes, I'm going to start working out. And my brother is such a dick. He walks by our house going, I'm going to start working out and I'm going to kick her ass or something. But he's doing very well for himself. Honestly, the nicest guy. He didn't do anything horrible. He made a mistake and then I lost my shit. Sure. But he said, Carol, and he walked up to me and I'm like, oh my God. So, gave him a big hug. We talked, we caught up and he's like, I've never been to this place. This is a great place. It was nothing awkward or abnormal, but in the back of my head, we did take a picture and I was like, I never sent it to my brother yet. And I want to be like, do you know who this is? Because he's not going to know. But I just thought, whoa, 35 years. And I showed my kids the picture of him and they're like, who is that? Do we know him? I'm like, no, but you know a story of him. And then when I told them, they're like, oh, that's him. I said, that's him. But how crazy is that?
That is, you know what? People have come up to me and say, hey, remember me? It's like, wow. And I don't. And it's like scary. Yeah. Obviously, we're getting older. At least I am. We all getting older, right? Mm-hmm. And then, everything I've been through, my head is completely gone. So sometimes it's good or bad, but it's a cool story. I mean, it's interesting.
Funny.
It's a lot of fun.
Silly.
Right, guys? It's Ocean's Pit. We're here. We got a couple minutes left. Carol, a day isn't exactly 24 hours. Earth rotates 23 hours and 56 minutes and 5 seconds. You're taller in the morning as your spine decomposes overnight. Decomposes overnight.
Decompresses
overnight.
Right?
So you're taller in the morning?
Not me. I'm hunched over. I can't even straighten my body out in the morning. I'm like crippled in the morning.
When I wake up, too. Sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach Earth. Your ears and nose never stop growing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I noticed that when you look at older men, their ears are bigger or their nose are bigger.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Okay. You don't feel your clothes until you think about them. You don't feel your clothes on you until you think about them. Your body contains more bacterial cells than human cells, and your heart beats about 100,000 times a day.
Wow.
That scares me about the nose and ears growing. That scares me.
Yeah.
That could be. Yeah. That could be interesting. Yeah. We drank Jack Daniels and I ran from the law. This new generation drinks White Claw and calls the law. It ain't the same.
We're not the same. Right. Yeah, that's true.
Johnny Cash once said, trust gets you killed. Love gets you hurt. And being real gets you hated. And I live by that. Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense. All of them.
It really, really does. It really, really does. Anyway, folks, interesting stuff. We got some more shows coming up. We got to promote. February 7th will be at Gusto's, brand new Italian restaurant. My buddy Jimmy Place. What a great promoter. This guy's got, anybody wants to meet this guy. He's the one that brings Priscilla Presley in every year.
Oh,
Him and his family opened a brand new restaurant called Gusto's in Glenview. Its reopening will be there on February 7th. First time they're having entertainment there ever. On the 12th, we'll be at Shea Paul rooftop concert, actually an inside rooftop, obviously, at Arlington Heights. I love that place. So I'll give my second time going back. The Impact Fuel Room in Libertyville, Ocean's Rat Pack show is sold out. We're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun being back there. On the 21st of February, back at Taverna on Division. On the 28th, we'll be at Rookies in Hoffman Estates. March 7th, it's the big one, folks. Tony Ocean Main Event Band with Sheila, with Sheila E. No, with Lisa P. And Johnny Cash, folks. Burr Ridge on a Saturday night, March 7th. And March 21st will be at the 218 Distillery in Highwood. A lot of other good shows coming up, a lot of other stuff coming up. It's just crazy. Now, Carol, I know it's cold. Mm-hmm. And are you a cold person?
No, I hate it.
With the cold?
Yeah, I don't like it. You know what? The regular cold, no. But 10 below, yeah, I do. Like, because I've been feeling that bone chilling feeling, I could feel it in my bones, and having to go in and out of it like 10 times yesterday because I had to pick up the kids or take them to work or go to, I'm like, how did I do this when I was working? I don't even know, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's like a full time, but it's cold as hell. I don't even want to go outside right now.
I agree with you. Joey Spins just send me something. The Italian American hardcore Italians Sox Italian Heritage Night, Tuesday, July 7th. The White Sox against the Red Sox. You can buy your tickets. It's going to be cool. A Sox Italian Heritage Night. I'm definitely going to go. It's a Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. Now, this is interesting, Carol. You might know this, and I never even realized this. A friend of mine, Karen Dean, well, not a friend, more of an acquaintance, posted this. For your information, when you go out to a restaurant and you see an extra tax on your bill called Illinois Fair Wage, that's $3. It's optional. Either tell the waiter or waitress before you bring your bill and tell them they need the bill to be removed the tax. You don't want to pay it. It's only optional, but they don't tell you that on your bill. Have you seen this?
No. And where does that go?
Illinois Fair Wage. No clue.
Fair wage.
Maybe someone can look it up and find out. Illinois Fair Wage. 3%. It's an optional. You either tell the waiter you don't have to pay it. I don't even look at my bill when I get it. I just look at the amount and I pay it.
Right.
So that's it. I have no clue. Mm-hmm. You're drinking what I didn't drink and anything like that. But if this is true, all right, we got a minute. We'll have to save this for Thursday because it's an interesting story. Because it's definitely funny. Anyway, folks, we are coming to the end. It is the end. I know Carol and Laura are working on their own podcast thing, which I'm excited about that. I don't know when it's going to hit, but it's going to hit soon. More from a women's perspective of different stories and stuff. I think you guys will be very cool to do it. And it'd be nice because not only are you going to have some fun stuff, but also some serious stuff about women and stuff like that, dating and jobs and lifestyle and a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to be very cool. And we're going to end up probably doing it on Wednesdays here so I can have that day off and do what I'm going to do. But I think you guys are going to do very well with that. Anyway, guys, it is, again, this week, Rosario's on Wednesday. Thursday, Positanos. Friday, Chicago Prime. Saturday, Big Sammy's. A lot of good stuff. Come on out and support those local establishments. But again, we want to thank our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is a place, buy a local, shop local. They got so many great things happening in the month of February, folks. Hopefully it pops on the screen. There it is. Notable President's Day sales. Save on all supplies you need for your next paint project. Buy one, get one 50% off on Clark and Kensington or Royal Paint. Select Ace Paint kits, including tray, brush, and rollers. Select Frog Painter's Tape. See the in-store ad coupon for 25% off one regular price item under $50 or $12.50 off any over $50. Stay warm, and that's our great stuff from Ace Hardware. Ace is a place buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before their neighborhoods. And look out for the brand new location coming October 2026, back on Harlem Avenue in Elmwood Park. Another Ace Hardware, another JRC Ace Hardware. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, folks. And it's a crazy world out there. And if you're offended with anything we say on this show or any other show, change the channel. But just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. Just be kind, right, Carol? We got to be kind.
Yeah.
Try to hold in that tongue.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do it. Again, congratulations to my son Tony and Ange with our brand new second. We're grandparents again for the second time. Dominic Vincent Carrara. Woo!
Beautiful.
We love it. Guys,
That's
Ringo
beautiful.
Starr says peace and love. Carol, have an incredible day. Tomorrow I'll be back. Thursday, Carol will be back. Maybe Laura will be jumping in on Thursday. And Friday, Nick Sahajas and Phyllis Sahajas live from Los Angeles, live at the Grammys. Woo!
Oh,
It's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, peace and love. Have an incredible day. Nick, take us.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Peace and love. Bye-bye, everybody.